So we're gonna wait until a few more people get in here, and then I'll start talking about what I want to talk about, which of course is Madden 23 and why people still persist on playing Madden 22. All right, let's see here, because there's a lot to talk about. That is for sure. Because I really wasn't sure what time I was going to do this, honestly. I was thinking maybe, a little bit later in the day. But I figured, let's do it right now and see what happens. So if you guys are in it, make sure you guys comment. Let me know you guys are in. Because I was thinking about doing this, doing like a pre-recorded video like I always do, like I'm doing now, talk, record, go back and edit, upload the video. But I figured, let's do this live. Let's do this. Let's do this a little differently. Because man, there's a lot to talk about. Whether it be Madden 23, Madden 22 currently, what's going on in the NFL right now, the craziness. Yeah, there's definitely a lot to talk about. So we're gonna get right into that. Let's get everything set up first. Let's see here. I see my girls watching. Turn this down. I was hoping my phone would be up to date, but it's really not. But my computer is. But anyways, so for anyone who is watching, because technically this live chat is gonna be uploaded in general, anyways. So anyways, all right. So with that being said, let's get right into it. 3 topics I want to touch on. The main topic is Madden 23. Talk a little bit about Madden 22, and then I'll slightly touch on what's going on in the NFL currently. So anyways, all right. So Madden 23 coming up. I know that. Oh, let me turn this down. I can hear myself through the phone. That's gonna throw me off. All right. Anyways, so yeah, all right. So Madden 23. I'm gonna be quite honest. If the things that have been happening in the NFL right now, with my team in general, not just the entire NFL, but with the Dolphins, with the players that we've been signing, and not only who we've been signing, but also who we've been retaining. I know last night was I never would have imagined we would have kept Howard. That blew my mind. I don't even know how we got that money. I did not think we could afford to keep Howard, making him like one of the highest. No, I'm sorry, the highest paid corner in the league. I don't know how you pulled that off with Tyreek Hill. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. I was really prepared to see Howard go to another team. But anyways, so with that being said, offensively, I know we got Hill, we got Waddle, Gesicki, Morstead, Edmonds, so on and so forth, right? And I feel like that is a big, if not the biggest reason for me to come back to Madden 23. But I know that my channel, because I'm not giving up on this channel. I refuse. I know I'm not consistent on this channel. I said previously that I'm gonna stay consistent with it, but with everything else that happened afterwards, as far as like my new income stream, I just don't have time to. But with that being said, I'm realizing that the only way I can keep this channel going is to completely change how I do things. And it's like I've said it before, it's obvious. I cannot continue doing Madden reviews. If with Madden going down the path it's going, it's irrelevant to do reviews. But that doesn't mean that I can't still do videos. So with Madden 23 coming out, I know my new method of doing videos would be more just gameplays. And not ultimate team gameplays, just regular head-to-head gameplays. And I'm completely fine with that because of what I mentioned before with the Dolphins doing what they have. It's going to be so fun playing regular head-to-head with the Miami Dolphins when you've got Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, all the players I mentioned before, all those guys. That will be so fun, and I just don't see myself getting bored with that. And who knows? And that's just free agency. You know, I haven't even mentioned who we're going to get in the draft. Not that we're going to get. I don't. If it stays the way it is, I don't see us getting a big name because we don't pick to the third round anyways, unless we get some really great, fast players or something. I guess who knows. But regardless, when Madden 23 comes out, it's very unlikely they're going to change dramatically. I'm sure X factors, what else, super abilities, all that stuff. I'm sure it's still going to be there. Still going to be a problem. I don't see anything else changing. But like I said, I do see myself definitely getting the game, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. Honestly, I really wasn't sure if I was gonna get it. But what pushed me to get it was, like I said, our our off season, getting Hill and Armstead, the offensive linemen, and so on and so forth. I mean, that looks just like a fun team in general. So I feel like I'm very confident that I'm going to get Madden 23. I just don't see myself playing Ultimate Team that much, just focusing on head to head, which honestly, to me, that's perfectly fine. Because I really don't want to face a team, honestly, that's got every single player has some sort of crazy magical ability that turns them into a superhero. It's just not fun. Like that takes the fun out of Ultimate Team completely. You know, you might as well change it from Ultimate Team to Superhero Team. That would be a more accurate thing, to have. So yeah. So I don't see any reason for me to continue playing Ultimate Team. So with that being said, I do see myself definitely getting the game now because of the moves that we've made, getting the players that we did. So as far as Madden 22 right now, yeah, I have no interest in it. I know a lot of other Madden YouTubers are just completely abandoning the game itself. Not abandoning. That's a strong word. More like just talking down Madden 22 right now. That's what they're really doing, for good reason. Uh, I guess I was just one of the first people to do it. So yeah. So let me know, guys, if you guys are watching right now or when you watch it, because I know some of you, if not most of you, are probably not going to be able to watch this live. You're probably going to watch it after the video gets uploaded later on in the day. Let me know in the comments, what's your reason for continuing to play Madden 22? Because maybe some of you, because I know I'm just speaking for myself when I say things like the the superhero abilities and all that stuff, like it's not fun for me. But maybe for some of you or most of you, maybe it is fun. Maybe you guys like that whole thing of superhero abilities, which is fine. But for me, honestly, it's just not. And I know that if I would have, not if, but well, it's still an if. If I get Madden 23, very unlikely. Like I said, I'm gonna play Ultimate Team. Even if I do, I'm not gonna be able to play it on a consistent level to where I'll be able to upload videos, which is why I'm gonna give it a new shot and just play regular head to head and just see how that goes and just upload those videos, because I feel that obviously if I'm just playing like a single head to head game, that's not gonna take long to upload or even do, as opposed to reviewing somebody where you gotta play like, I want to say, 5 to 10 games, edit every little single game, every little piece you want to use, and so on and so forth. That takes time and effort, as opposed to playing one game, just editing that little video and then uploading. It's just so much easier, so much faster. So I'm gonna give that a shot and see how that goes. So yeah, and moving on to the current state of the actual NFL. I mentioned before, right, the Dolphins and stuff we did. I would never have seen that coming. I never. If you had told me before, even like a few months ago, that the Dolphins are going to get Tyreek Hill, Antoine Armstead, Keith Howard, Ogba, and so on and so forth, and add Edmonds, who should we add? Edmonds, Morstert, the Cowboy. I can't remember his name. Willis, something I can't remember. I would have thought you guys. I would have laughed. Honestly, I really would have. I haven't touched. Okay, here we go. NBA base guy. I haven't touched this game and actually stopped playing after season 3 drop. Yeah, so it's hard because, I sound like a broken record. What the developers at EA Sports, who are in charge of Madden anyways, what they've done to the game is just ridiculous, man. What they've turned it into, they turned into a huge money grab. It's just I don't want to. It's either pick your poison kind of thing. I understand the concept of pay to play is too strong a word technically for Madden because technically you can just play solos and do all that. But it's almost like maybe I'm wrong. Okay? Maybe I'm crazy, but I think that they made that solo thing easy and difficult at the same time. What I mean by that is you don't have to pay to play. You can just grind the solos and get good players. But that's such a time consuming thing to do, you know? Because most pay to play things, not all, of course, but most of pay to play games, you really don't have that solo grind opportunity, so to speak, like you do in Madden. And I feel like because of that, EA and anybody else can say, you don't have to pay for the game. I mean, pay for the players. Just go earn them yourselves with solos and actually playing against opponents and so on and so forth. But like I said, most people do not have the time to just grind through all of that, or even the patience for that matter. And so I feel like that's kind of like the little scapegoat, if that makes sense. So it's like they can say it both ways. They can say pay to play or go grind the solos, which we know you don't want to do. So just pay us the money and we'll give you the players. Which even then is still a gamble. There's no guarantee you're going to get anything. It's not like you can specifically pay, X amount of coins and get this specific player. You're just paying for packs. Um, so yeah, and I think it's even funnier because I know you could get banned if you're buying players from another player, which is weird. That is such a hypocritical thing, don't you think? It's like EA's people saying, "Give us your money, and we will give you these coins to go buy packs." But if person number one sees that person number two has a good player, and person number one says, "Hey, I will give you actual money," Cash App, whatever it is, maybe, money order. I don't give a who cares what it is. Person number one says, "I will give you X amount of real dollars if you give me this, this, and this." And person number two says, "Yeah, sure, send me the money." And let's assume that actually there's no scamming. Let's just say these two people actually really do a transaction of giving the person real money. This person sends over the cards, which would make sense. Because if you ask me, which I would never do it, I would never spend real money on another person's player. But I'm just saying, if I did, right, I would have two choices, right? I would have two choices. Either give EA, let's just say $20, very flat number, right? $20. Give EA $20 and I'll get, I don't know, four packs, right? They just say, I'm not up to date with the EA points right now, what you can get for $20. But I'm just saying, I give EA $20 and they give me four packs, which are you're just gambling. We've all been there. If you play Ultimate Team enough, we've all been there where we open the 4 or 5 packs, top tier packs, not little small packs, like the all Madden packs, the Game Changer packs, so on, so forth. You can open all 4 packs and get nothing. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me that you can give EA $20 for the privilege to gamble. That is crazy. However, if I ask person number two, "Listen, I see you got these 5 cards or players, whatever, and I really want those guys, and I'll give you $20. I'll send you $20. You send me those players." And if that person agrees and we actually do the transaction, and if EA finds out that I did that or that we did that, bam, we're banned. I don't get why. That's EA basically saying either you give us your money or nobody gets the money. Even though you already gave them the money to buy the game in the first place. So that to me is crazy. Now I am not gonna but like I said before, I'm not the type of person. I'm not gonna buy somebody's players. I just for multiple reasons. I mean, yeah, you could always get scammed, and if you do get scammed, there's nobody. There is no justice out there. No one's gonna help you. Right? No one's gonna come get your money back for you because you did do something technically that's against the rules. You can't tell EA that, "Hey, this person took my $20." You'll get banned anyways for that. Anyways, so hold on. I'm so behind on these comments. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me see. All cards play the same on God. This game is actually pay to play. I have, yes. NBA base guide, yes. I have mentioned that. I've preached that to death as well, man. That's what I want to say not killed, that's a strong word, but it really extremely hindered my channel because my channel was primarily based on player reviews, which player plays like this, and so on and so forth. But when you give everybody, well, I mean, every player, the ability to play the same, reviews are worthless. They're pointless, you know? And I don't see how fun that can be. Why would you want? It's like if I got four receivers that are going to play a certain way, and my opponent has four receivers that are going to play the identical way, and then I'm going to use them the same way that he's going to use his, that's just boring. How is that fun? You know, it's almost like because you play against these people so many times, you think to yourself like, well, he's got these three players. I know what he's going to do. He's going to do this play and he's going to do that play. And what happens? They do this play and they do that play. So you know what's coming. And because you faced it over and over and over and over again, you kind of already know what's coming. And it's just boring to me. Like I just can't seem to find the fun with that. And as opposed to, you know, like I mentioned before, when Madden 23 comes out, if I stay away from Ultimate Team, which I most likely will, yes, okay, maybe I'll play it a little bit just out of curiosity, but mostly I feel like I'm staying away from it. The only way I won't stay away from Ultimate Team next year is if they completely get rid of the abilities and all that. And listen, it's not impossible, but what are the odds next season? Well, not next season technically, we're already in next year, but the next Madden they're gonna do that. Why would they get rid of it? Because if you think about it, I guess technically it's working. People are still buying the game. People are still spending money on the game to get these cards that all play the same. And I think, to me, honestly, it's more of a psychological thing. If I had to put a thing to it, because if you guys are on, whether it be Mudhead, MutGG, whatever, YouTube even, there are already receivers with 99 speed, right? As we speak right now, there have already been players. This is not like new, right? They've already been players. But anyways, there are receivers with 99 speed who I'm sure are like 6 foot tall already, 6'2", 6'3". I know the Tyreek Hill guy definitely has it for sure. So from here all the way to the end of Madden, there's not going to be a receiver with 105 speed, 108, 110 speed. 99 is where it caps off. You're not going to get anybody new. So what's the difference between a receiver right now that has 99 speed and some decent stats versus a player that's going to come out within like the next month who also could potentially have 99 speed? How are they going to play any differently, honestly? The guy right now has 95 catch. This guy has 99 catch. Is that in this day and age, Madden, does that make much of a difference anymore? 95 catch, 99 catch. It doesn't. It doesn't. It really doesn't. 95 jump, 99 jump. You're going to see a difference? Obviously, height doesn't matter anymore for a receiver. Let's be honest. If you think a 6'5" receiver is going to do more damage than a 5'10" receiver in this year's Madden, with all the abilities out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to bust your bubble. Although I feel like not many people believe that because I'm sure you guys probably already know by now. Yeah, it's fun to have someone like a Randy Moss or a Calvin Johnson with 99 speed. But is he going to do much different than a Tyreek Hill with 99 speed? Is he really? Who's like, I believe Hill's like, what, 5'10", right? It's really not. So yeah, that's why I feel like I just don't see where this thing is really honestly heading. But yeah. So for me, like I said, Madden 23, I feel myself leaning more towards the what was I saying? The head-to-head, because let's say the abilities are still there, which they most likely are. At least in the head-to-head, I believe there's only a handful of players on an entire team that have any type of abilities, right? So let's say abilities are in the game, which they most likely are for next year. If I pick the Dolphins and I play against, I don't know, the Cardinals, there's only going to be a handful of them that are going to have abilities. Everybody else won't, most likely. And I can live with that. I don't want that. I just want the abilities gone. But if you're going to tell me that my opponent's only going to have like maybe one or two, maybe even 4 or 5 players total with any kind of ability at all, I can live with that. You know why? Because my next opponent might play with the Packers, who are going to have a completely different team with completely different players who have different abilities. So it's going to be a whole different type of game. Then my next opponent could be the Rams, who are also going to have a whole, and just changing it up, and that is so much better as opposed to playing Ultimate Team, where it's only going to take like realistically a month for everyone to figure out what's the meta, right? What's the best abilities to put on every single position to make them play better than everybody else. And that's when you're going to be facing the same team technically every single time, and it's just going to get so boring. Yes, I get it. EA doesn't care if you have fun. They don't. EA does not care if you have fun. EA only cares if you're willing to open your wallet. All right, that's all they care about. Which is surprising to me, kind of surprising, that they wouldn't. No, okay, no, that's not true. No, because if EA put it back to the original way, where you could solo grind and get amazing packs from beginning to end, you would have no reason or very little reason to want to spend real money. Which that makes sense. I get it. So that's why I already know EA is not going back there. EA is not going to go back to the old way of putting amazing, great packs in the solo challenges from beginning to end. It's just not going to happen because there's just no money there. And that's why I feel that the superstar ability thing is necessary, so to speak, because if you take away the ability to get amazing packs, right? If you take away the ability to get amazing packs, then you know that you obviously you're gonna have to most likely open your wallet, and it's just sad, really, just sad. I'm at least grateful that at least I got to play in the era when Ultimate Team was actually fun. It does suck for those of you who have to play in this current mode, and that's all you really know. Like, you just know abilities. You don't really know what it's like to go through a solo challenge grind and get crazy packs from beginning to end. So that's why I feel like I'm fortunate. But like most of us, obviously I'm not the only one. There's plenty of you watching who can remember the days of Madden 15, Madden 16, 14 even, and so on and so forth, when it was actually fairly fun to play in the game. But yeah. So anyways, guys, that's just gonna wrap this up. Just wanted to get that out there. I definitely plan on doing a few more of these for sure. But anyways, like I said, whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching it later on, let me know in the comments. What are you thinking of for Madden 23? If you're still playing Madden 22, why are you still playing Madden 22? Like, what's keeping you going, right? And what's going on with your team in the NFL in real life? Whatever team you guys go for. But anyways, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. And let me know what you guys think about it. Though, sitting down and talk live, because I've done the live videos before, but I've always done them when I'm on the on the PlayStation playing. So you guys can't see me, but you guys can obviously hear me and see the game that I'm playing. And when I'm doing that, it's fun and everything, but it's hard to communicate with you guys because I'm so focused on the game that I lose track of what the comments and what I'm saying and everything. But anyways, guys, like I said, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and I will see you guys next time. I'll definitely try to do one tomorrow as well. But as far as like what time, I don't know. Actually, what? If I'm being honest, I might do this again tonight, just because I know, look, there was no notice. I didn't give no heads up. I didn't say anything about me doing a video. It was I just kind of just caught everybody off guard. So there's a good chance I'm going to do one later today, maybe like around 6 o'clock, maybe. Just so everybody has a bit more open, because I can imagine people probably busy right now. But anyways, so if you guys are watching this before 6 o'clock, definitely keep a lookout. I might be back at 6 o'clock for another talk. Not sure what we're going to talk about, but at least it'll be something most likely. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time.